In my late teens, I began a serious relationship with my first ever boyfriend. When I was young, I had zero confidence, no self-esteem. From the start, the relationship was controlling and abusive on his part, and it still makes me angry now, more so that I put up with it for 5 years. He hated my friends and family for no apparent reason, and I had to really fight to keep other relationships going. But as I got older, I got sick of his shit, and when my family were going away for a weekend, I found the perfect opportunity to invite all my friends round for the evening. He tried to put a stop to it with threats and abuse, but I didn't let up and my friends arrived around 7 p.m. We were sitting in the living room drinking and chatting with nibbles and music, but all night my boyfriend was calling my phone, demanding I make my friends leave and walk to his house to bring him alcohol. My friends soon caught wind of it, and they were already unhappy about me being with him. After a few drinks, I started to ignore the calls, and the conversation turned to my boyfriend. My friends expressed their anger and dislike of him with the usual "you could do better, you need to get rid, he doesn't deserve you." Generally, we enjoyed the evening and my friends began to leave at 1 a.m. I wasn't afraid to be alone in the house as I have a Rottweiler. She is friendly as hell, but I'm sure she'd protect me. As one of my male friends was about to leave, he stopped behind to give me a really deep talk on how he felt about my boyfriend, and I agreed with him. I said goodbye and watched at the front door as my friends hurried in the dark and pouring rain to their cars before I went to the kitchen, where I had left my phone to charge a little while earlier. As I picked up my phone, something in the kitchen window caught my eye. Standing directly outside my kitchen window in the dark and pouring rain, hooded and angry, was my boyfriend. He was scowling in at me from the darkness. He looked ready to kill. I screamed, and we stared at each other for a while. I could see he was mortal drunk as the whites of his eyes go pink, which makes him look incredibly freaky as he has blue eyes. He turned away and disappeared. I knew I had to face him. I went out the back door onto the patio in the rain. He was standing a few feet away from me. He was breathing really loud and crying where he was so angry. He bent down to pick up a broken wooden broom handle. I asked him, "Are you going to use that on me?" And he said, "I'm going to hurt you so badly I didn't know what to do." My heart was racing, but I was stuck in position and quite drunk. He growled as he swung the handle into a flower basket above my head, which tipped sideways and spilled soil and flowers down my right shoulder. Then he slammed it on the floor and ran at me, grabbing me around the throat. My dog must have heard him throw the handle as she came bounding out of the back door, making an angry snorting sound. She's always friendly and was familiar with him, so I didn't think she'd do anything as he started to strangle me, but she leapt up and took his arm by his sleeve and started to shake him by the arm. Seeing the fear in his face was priceless. He backed off and she calmed down. My boyfriend started to cry and told me that he had walked to my house a few hours ago, sneaked into the house through the back door and hidden in the cupboard under the stairs, where he had listened to every word me and my friends had said about him. I took my dog back inside and locked the door. When I looked out of the window, he was lying on a sun lounger in the rain, crying. When he realized I wasn't coming back out, he left. The thought of him makes my stomach turn. TL Doctor, creepy, violent ex-BF sneaks around my house and attacks me.